so far?
Yay, no technical difficulties.
Just don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
It will break him!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeon Academy. This is where we play Dungeons and Dragons, and let's see.
You're like, oh boy, here we go.
Things you should know. The group is collecting the Rod of Seven Parts. They know that the fifth piece is in the city of Sigil. They actually located where it is. It's in this tower that has no entrance that they know of. Apparently it's the home of Shemeshka the Marauder, who is like Arcana Loth. And the group got into a fight with some agents of the Queen of Chaos, who is also trying to get the pieces of the rod. And what happened was they're having a fight in the streets of Sigil, and all of a sudden, a giant woman appeared in robes. She's got blades sticking out of her face. She's called the Lady of Pain. And so Lilia had used a spell and raised all of these trees up in the streets. And the Lady of Pain just looks at stuff and it starts getting chopped up. So she just looked at the trees and they all just got chopped into pieces. And she looked at Seraphine and chopped her up. And Seraphine is on the ground bleeding to death. And then she turned the corner and she saw Airly and Winthrop fighting an agent of the Queen of Chaos, Solamith. And she just looked at them and they all just disappeared. That is where we stopped last time. Winthrop's player can't make it, so who knows where Winthrop went, but Winthrop did apparently get mazed. Also, I want to say, Lilia, I made on the screen in Winthrop's box, you'll see like a little face of Winthrop crying. And I humbly request somebody make cartoon faces of everybody crying, so when somebody can't make it that week, I can just put them in their box.
Oh my god. Well, I have like everybody's little like icons, but they're just not all of them are sad and scared.
So
can you make Brave Sweet like sassy cry?
Well, my favorite one is Brave Sweet, where she's just like, hey,
hey, I'm down.
So
See you next week.
for people who might be newer to the game, I'm using a bunch of products from 2nd edition, which came out in the 90s. The Planescape setting. And a lot of this stuff you can now get on the DM's Guild. You can actually get it in print on the DM's Guild. So they have In the Cage, a guide to Sigil. This tells you everything about the city. It's actually hardcover, and it's really nice. The original was softcover, so that's pretty cool. And I have one of my favorite books that I could never get rid of was the Factals Manifesto. This is the original. I still have the Banned in Sigil bookmark thing. And then also a really good book. Well, actually, it's not that useful for 5th, but the Planewalker's Handbook. It has gear and all sorts of stuff for people who actually play a character in Planescape. So we should start with Brave Sweet. You're back on the ship by a rogue moon with a hut on it, and the hut has a portal to Sigil. The rest of your group went through, but you had some stuff to do.
Yeah,
so now Fabio, your
stuff.
flesh golem, is with you. Seeker of Rainbows, who's actually from Sigil, and she has rainbow hair. And she's a member of a faction called the Sensates. She says, Captain Brave Sweet, we should go through and catch up with them.
You're right. Sending only a small away mission won't get this job done. Let's go.
you
All right.
probably were taking care of like sorting our armada.
Yeah.
So you
Doing some orders.
you step through the portal and you feel this weird like misty rush kind of blow past you as you go inside. So you go into the city of Sigil, which is like built on the inside of a hollow donut. So the city kind of spreads up, and like if you look up, there's city above you. The building roofs are pointing down at you. You see
Like
people
this.
walking. The gravity is weird here. You could actually walk all the way around
Whoa.
the circle. And in the middle, there's this like radiant cloud that creates sunlight and rain and darkness. And you see all sorts of creatures walking around. You demons, angels, Githzerai, humans, dwarves, elves. Most of them are wearing
They
some
all
kind
walk around just like nobody's business sort of thing.
They're all a lot of them are wearing like leather clothes and like leather skull caps, and there's spikes coming out of their stuff. And there's a person in robes with a wheelbarrow, and in it is a bunch of corpses. And there's this giant, like 10-foot tall, hunched over construct with all these spikes sticking out of its back, and it's got bodies impaled on it. And it's picking up the bodies and putting them into the cart. And the hooded figure like looks over at you and approaches cautiously. Seeker of Rainbow says, "That's a dust man. They're one of the factions here. They clean up the dead bodies."
Oh. Do we ask him? He wouldn't know. We don't want to talk. No. Yeah, look at him. This is dead bodies. Is he approaching me?
Yes. He removes his hood. He's like a bald, pale guy with dark circles under his eyes, and he's looking at Fabio. He's looking Fabio up and down.
I try not to make contact, and I like, no, not these pieces. I take Fabio by the hand, and I go, "Let's go," and I like try to hurry around a corner or like just get out of this person's way.
Okay. Seeker of Rainbows explains as you walk away. They use undead for their own purposes. They use a lot of zombies for stuff, so maybe he was just interested.
If they were gonna offer him a job?
I don't know. But then you hear like a loud, you see a whole bunch of people running, yelling, "It's the Lady of Pain!" And you hear like trees falling over.
Oh god, that has to be them. I think when they're running away, I run towards where they're running away. Because I'm like, that has to be them.
So
I'm sure it's fine.
you run over just
sure.
in time to see the Lady of Pain chop down the trees, and Lilia falls from a treetop onto
Wonderful.
the ground.
I like her.
And then looks at Seraphine, and Seraphine's like, slice. She falls
Oh,
over.
I don't like her.
She turns into the alley and looks at Winthrop and Aeroly and the Solomith, who all just vanish. And the Lady of Pain is hovering there. And again, you feel a weird mist blow by you, and it flows over to Seraphine and turns into Strahd von Zarevich, the vampire.
Hey.
And he says, "Tatiana, no! Who has done this?" And she's like leaning over her, and there's like blood. Her blood is everywhere. And his fangs are like super long, and he's like got his hands like creeping closer to her.
This is a lot of
Can I try to cure wounds her, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
By the way, if I see Seraphine on the ground just bloodied like that, I'm running to her and offering help.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do cure wounds.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Cure wounds. All right, I have my magic sounds here.
Aww.
I'll do a first level spell.
Not a lot, but you get 10 hit points.
Yay!
So, you're alive.
I'm alive!
You see,
I'm just giving her a few reassuring pats and like, oh, that blood.
Strahd like gets some of your blood on his fingers, and he like looks at it.
Hey, Strahd, no! Sad Strahd! Whip out the newspaper.
It's been so long.
Strahd's like a little cat.
And your blink dog, good boy, is there also.
Yes. Whoa. I think he likes to bark at like Strahd because he's like unsure of him.
All right, so.
We're all unsure of Strahd.
Okay. So,
Fair.
at this point, the Lady of Pain vanishes, and a bunch of those Dabuses, they're goat humanoids that float, and they wear robes, and they don't talk. They communicate with symbols above their heads. So, I sent in Twitter, all of you, a rebus, which is a series of symbols in the Dabus. So, One of them floats up, and those symbols appear over its head. So you have it on Twitter. I'm also going to put it on the screen. And it's really horrible. But so you can try to decipher it while I see what's going on in the mazes. There it is. Let's get rid of the lady.
There.
There.
Okay. Meanwhile, so
Got it, guys.
Airly, you're alone.
Got it.
You're alone in utter darkness. What do you do?
Hello? Okay. I think we're alone again, Winston. I'm going to take out my, my speaking stone. Say hello?
There's no there's no service in the mazes. apparently.
You just hear a doo-doo-doo.
0 bars.
0 bars.
The number you're trying to contact cannot be reached now.
Well, Poopy.
Oh my god.
Winston, what are we gonna do? So the complete darkness? I have dark vision.
Oh, okay. You have dark
Yeah.
vision. So, you see you're in some kind of, there's tunnels or something where they're made of stone, like greenish stone. There's a lot of razor vines growing everywhere, like kind of blackish green vines that have, instead of thorns, they have like little razors that grow out of them. And you can go forward, back, right, or left. All of these tunnels seem to curve as if you're in some kind of circular area.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward and hug my duck close to me.
As you
I'm
hug
afraid
your,
of the dark.
As you hug your duck, you hear a voice in your head saying, "Don't worry, we'll get out of this."
Oh, you're right.
I'm pretty sure, so we're in the mazes. Aaron,
What's that?
the Lady of Pain sends us here. She doesn't like fighting in the city. Up ahead, you see your tunnel opens into sort of like a room. And there's something lying on the floor in the center of the room.
I will see what's on the floor. Hello?
It looks like a book. It's a bone-framed journal, and the pages seem to be made of sheets of dried skin. And there's writing in red ink.
Okay, I would like to read it.
Alright. In the bone-framed journal, apparently somebody was trapped here before you, and they were trying to figure out how to get out of here. So, what they could figure was, because they explain in the journal that there's always one portal to get out of a maze, but it's always almost impossible to find. And this person who was trying to escape notes some different sections of this place that have stuff in them. There's an area where bell flowers grow, and there's a 3 on the wall near it. And what this person's theory was is that this place somehow operates by the 3 cosmic laws of the multiverse. The rule of 3, where everything appears in 3s. Unity of rings, everything is a circle, everything is connected. And center of all, the center of the multiverse is wherever you are. So he was trying to apply those principles to this place. And figuring that if he could use those, he could get out of here.
Oh, you just sent the dumbest elf to this maze, so...
Winston says, "Don't worry, I'm here with you too."
-1 intelligence.
And Winston
Everybody.
is not moving or talking at all, by the way. You're just hearing a voice in your head.
Is it the voice that I would normally hear?
You've never heard
That's
this voice
normal.
before.
Oh.
I've never heard this voice. This is not my Winston voice. Okay.
No, this is Winston's Winston voice.
Oh. Oh no, there's a duck within a duck.
Okay.
Duckception.
Can that be the episode title? Duckception.
Maybe. There's a lot of ducking, maybe. Yeah.
Can't find my other duck, but there's
Winston
another
says,
one.
"Do you need time to think?"
I do.
I will start thinking too. Meanwhile, back in the city of Sigil, a Dabus stares at you, waiting for you to translate its rebuses.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight check to get like a clue?
Ah, come on, Brienne. That's no fun.
I know, but
Lame.
Go
Well,
on.
okay, so what I'm getting is what we were trying to figure out in the chat. So
we got they.
oh well,
There.
I think it's there. 'Cause
There.
And then I don't know where about the crying baby.
I know. I knew that was gonna be.
I'm so confused. There, blank, demon, eyeing, or looking for you,
Yeah.
like a sheep.
The crying demon baby is looking for you.
Got it. Good job. We did
You
it.
got most of it.
Yeah.
Seeker of Rainbows says. So it's the hair. So there.
Yeah.
The baby is crying. Going. I know this is terrible. Wah. Right. Was. So
Oh.
there was a demon
Oh.
looking for you.
Got it. Okay.
Oh!
Hey, you asked for it.
Yeah, I was so close. I was like, there was a demon baby looking for
I
you.
like it. It was pretty good. You got it.
That
Almost
was
got
awesome.
it.
More of this.
Sorry.
Yes,
That was pretty
please.
close.
That's horrible.
Yeah. I love puzzles. Yes.
You got it.
All right. So.
Good.
Brace,
Don't think that
Seraphine
was
is still
awful.
incredibly hurt. Winthrop and Airly are missing. You're standing in the city of Sigil as a bunch of Dabuses are sweeping up and getting rid of the piles of tree.
So these people speak, like they understand common, but they will only speak in symbols. Can I ask them? Did you see where Airly and Winthrop went? And maybe I would tread.
They disappeared. There was a lady.
A symbol appears of a maze.
Oh,
Wow.
What's that?
what's that mean?
I think it means a maze.
It shows a picture of corn.
Yeah. They disappeared.
Just a corn. Oh, they
That
went.
was
They went for lunch
amazing,
already.
Sean.
Oh, that's pretty
No. Oh, you
Burn it.
guys, no. Race Week loses a hint point.
good. Dabuses are dabbing, really.
You take it. Anyway.
So Strahd says he's softly stroking Seraphine. This is what happens when I'm not by your side.
I can usually handle it. This was just some kind of weird anomaly.
Strahd
Oh,
angrily looks at you, Lilia, and he says, "What were you doing?"
I was trying to escape, and they started fighting, and then there was a lady with knives, and that's it.
He helped.
Yes, I was helping.
She was really
It's alright.
powerful.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm really hurt. That hurt really bad all of a sudden for no reason.
Do you need to go back to the ship to heal?
No. Oh, is anyone else hurt? I'll help.
Oh, you heal yourself. I think we have,
I'm really cool, and I can heal myself when I heal someone else, so I just want to make sure everyone's okay.
I'm alright.
Okay.
Do you guys remember where we were going last time? Because
We were trying to find. we were trying to find this person who knew some stuff about the lady in the non-accessible place. Let me look at my notes. Hang on.
We were looking for Shemeshka, and then we found the key. So now we have the key to get into that place. Okay.
Yeah, we just have to
Well,
figure out.
first we gotta get our friends out of the maze. Rainbow is here, right? Like, you said that, right? John?
Yes, Rainbow came along with me. If I
Okay, so I'll turn to Rainbow and be like, Rainbow, I know you're from Sigil. Do you know how to get people out of the maze?
She says, well, usually once they're in there, they're gone forever.
Well, that's a problem.
That's
And Callie, make a new character.
I got it already.
Can I try to like? Is there like any like magical scorch marks left, or like some like anything that could lead us to helping our friends out of the maze?
So you're looking around for clues and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, the one thing that happens while you're looking for clues is your blink dog, Good Boy, suddenly catches the scent of something and looks at you.
What'd you see, good
And
boy?
looks down the street and looks at you and starts going down there and it stops and it looks at you and it teleports forward a little bit.
John,
I follow.
I
Good
can
boy.
speak.
I follow.
Good boy.
Yeah.
So the blink dog leads you through the streets in the lower ward and like starts to growl as it looks down the street and you see some old lady. Like, you had seen there was at least one handbill, like a bounty wanted poster that had your faces on it.
Yeah.
You see some old lady angrily grab one off of the side of a building and like crumple it up, put it in her thing, and then she starts walking that way. And Good Boy does not like this lady and is growling.
Who is she?
Good Boy says, "It's not old lady. It's the wing guy."
No!
He is masked.
No!
He has masked his face, but I still smell him.
We can't go after him, right? Yes?
Yeah.
But are we prepared to actually face him? Like, he just sent two of our friends to the mazes.
No,
wasn't
that was
him.
somebody else.
Oh.
While they're talking, I'll slap myself with that cure wounds at second level. Just to heal up.
Are we actually ready for a fight?
As you heal yourself, Strahd is next to you. He puts his
Oh,
cloak around your shoulder. He says,
God.
"We are really not in condition to be traveling like this. You need rest."
Well, I need to get the rod first. And my friends are gone. So that's more important than resting right now.
Says Seraphine, "Nothing can stop us from getting the rod. But if something should happen to you, I don't know what I would do with myself."
Well, the first thing you would do is protect my friends and make sure that they accomplish their goals. So that's what we're going to do.
I think the first thing he would do is suck your blood, but
Yes, protect your friends. He says. And like you see his shadow like creeping towards them with the claws out. Oh, I'll protect them, don't you worry.
Colin.
I'm
No.
gonna turn to Bruce here and be like,
no, I don't. But I think if Seraphine wasn't alive, he wouldn't be on our side.
Alright, so meanwhile, in the mazes, this is an image of the Airly. You just got this commission, right, Callie?
Yes.
And who's it by? Carol?
Kara, 30 skeletons on Twitter.
Woo!
I'll put the link to their Twitter in my description. But that's what Airly looks like, and that is Airly's sword with the pizza cutter on the hilt. And there's the duck, Winston, on Airly's shoulder. So you're in the maze with your dark vision and your duck, and there's this bone-framed journal with skin pages that's telling you the key to escaping the mazes begins to apply the 3 laws of the multiverse to the mazes. There was mention of a bunch of flowers.
All right, Winston. I think we should go for the flowers.
Okay.
What do you think, buddy?
I think that's a great idea.
All right, let's go. And then she just skips along.
All right.
Like she's not trapped in a maze at all.
So, wandering the maze, you do notice that there is one tunnel that seems to just go all the way around in the circle. The rest of them kind of zig and zag and stuff. But as you're kind of getting familiar with this maze, which is not super huge, you know, it's just a circle with a bunch of tunnels, and you kind of, it's not really that disorienting. But there are some dead ends and stuff. So you do come to a dead end, and you see a bunch of bell-shaped flowers. Looks like there's 13 in all growing out of the floor at the dead end. And some of them are emitting motes of light. And on the end, the back wall, like the razor vine doesn't grow around this one section where there's somebody had scribed a huge 3 into the wall.
I think we should take 4. No, 3.
You take 3? Okay. So you pull them out of the ground?
Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, can I pull it out, like, with the roots and stuff?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do, I guess.
As soon as you pull them out, they just crumble into dust and ash and nothing. There are 10 flowers still in the ground, like floating up like little balls of effervescent light.
Oh, I don't know what you want me to do. Do you want me to sing to you? I could sing to you.
Winston says, I don't know. No, not really. Too shy for this stuff, you know.
Winston?
It's nice that it's nice and quiet here and you can finally hear me.
Oh, well, I could hear you before, I think. Couldn't I?
I don't know. Maybe.
But wasn't you always telling me that I would be alright?
Sure it was. Well, there's 10 flowers there. I don't know. What are we supposed to do in this crazy maze? I don't feel hungry. Do you feel hungry? You don't.
Okay.
Are you thirsty?
No. No.
That's good.
That's a little scary.
Maybe we'll just be here forever.
Oh!
We'll never die.
Oh, God.
That's a long time. I've been a lot of places on my own a lot, and they seem like forever. I don't think I could live forever here. I have new friends. I think that, you know, I want to continue to be friends with them, so I don't want them to forget me. I've had a lot of friends forget me.
Yeah,
or they die.
Yeah, they might forget you. We weren't with them that long.
Oh, that's sad.
They did leave their friend Bigby to fly the Spelljammer. They just left her. They barely said goodbye. Maybe we're better off alone. There's still 10 flowers here. Do you need time to think?
I do. I do.
All right. Meanwhile, back in the city of Sigil, you're supposed to say Sigil. I hate saying it though. Strahd has his cloak.
I'm not crying. You are.
Strahd has his cloak over Seraphine, and his shadows creeping up behind Lilia and Bravesweet. As you're all staring at this old lady crumple up the paper and stomps down the street, and your blink dog is wagging his tail and wants to follow. What do you do?
to find a way to get a Winthrop and Arlie back.
I
But
know.
we also need to find what's his name? I always forget. Do we know his name?
Who?
The demon boy.
Oh, Decimeth?
Yeah.
There's-
Decimeth. All right.
There's Decimeth, and then there's Barzim Rangoth, who's the big solar myth. And then there's Twinthrop.
Yeah.
That helps. Yeah. Well, maybe if we take down Decimeth, maybe they know how to get Arlie and Winthrop out.
They
Have him for questioning.
didn't the lady kill his lackeys?
Goodbye looks at you and barks and like urgently tries to walk forward towards where the person is leaving a few steps.
I guess we gotta go.
Yeah. I think.
We can take him in for questioning. Get our friends.
Yeah. We can do that.
Strahd says, "Yes, let me question him."
I like
Alright.
it, Sarah being like, we have to do something about Strahd here.
Strahd says, "Perhaps I should scout ahead." He turns into a bat and starts flying off in the direction.
I didn't know he could do that.
Vampire.
I guess he turns into a
Vampire
bunch of
scout.
bats, but then just one. Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's I'm more familiar with. There we go.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, we'll run
Alrighty.
after the demon.
This old lady that the dog is telling you is an agent of the Queen of Chaos, walks into this like rundown building and like slams the door behind her.
Should we go in? Are you guys ready to fight? Or like,
Strahd
do
in
we
bat
I
form
have-
lands on the roof of the building.
Oh. I have a thieves tool, like a oh, it's thieves tools. It's not open the door tools.
Well,
we can just try to open the door, and if the door doesn't open, we can always unlock.
Sure, maybe we can ring the doorbell.
Also, we can kick it. Sarah, we can just kick it down.
Okay, kick down the door. We're barging in. It's not like we're doing this stealth, anyways.
All right. So as you approach the door, suddenly there's a glow from inside, kind of a red glow. Are you gonna kick the door open?
Can I?
yeah.
That seems dangerous. Can I like check that real quick just before we go in there?
It's just like, let me check. Kick down the door.
That seems sus.
Red
Alright.
glowiness.
So when you kick the door open, inside you see that this old lady is in fact Decimeth, who is a male succubus and incubus. And he's got the big bat wings, and he's got this scar on his neck, like an octopus strangled him. And he's got this red-skinned devil chained up to the wall, and it's cut open, so there's blood kind of pouring down the wall.
Oh,
And the blood
No.
is glowing, and apparently he's using it to communicate with somebody through the blood. And you see
It's
the
disgusting.
image of the Queen of Chaos looking through the blood. And he turns, and the Queen of Chaos roars in anger.
oh.
And
She sees
Decimeth
us.
looks, his eyes are wide, and he looks
Hey.
scared. And the blink dog begins barking.
Sorry to interrupt.
I'm gonna take my water skin, pop open the cork, and try to throw it on the blood to dissolve, like mish it around.
You're trying to dissolve the blood?
Yeah.
No.
Or just like you know, in water and blood, like kind of wash it away if I can. That way she can't see.
All right.
Put
so
some salt in it.
you kind of blow past Decimeth, and you start trying to get rid of this big flow of blood. I mean, as you're wiping it, more blood is pouring out of the devil.
Oh.
And the Queen of Chaos sees what you're doing, and first she yells something in like an ancient abyssal language. I don't know. Do any of you speak all languages? I can't remember.
No. No, I don't.
Abyssal? Anybody speak abyssal?
No.
Okay.
Shit.
She yells something.
You're not here,
Human
Callie.
blood?
Get out of here.
She,
Wait. don't you, not you, but you have ethereal blood still in you because of that cursing? Wouldn't that
No,
make you?
doesn't.
No.
Only Winthrop has.
Oh, only when. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Everybody else was cured,
Oh.
but Winthrop still has
Yeah,
it.
only a time. She doesn't.
I have only 2 gnome blood inside of me.
Okay.
Nice.
So what you see is, as you're trying to, I don't know, somehow cut off this blood flow. It's it's like a couple feet wide, but you're starting to try to clear it. But you see the Queen of Chaos. She barks orders in her steaming fen, and a whole bunch of her spider fiends swarm through this golden section of wall,
It seems like
which
a bad
allows her
idea.
to open a chaos gate. They pour through, and through the gate, you see the gnarly forest. You see Gnarl, who is not doing so good, and the spider fiends swarm over him and start encasing him in a cocoon of webbing.
I fucking run. I dash into the thing. I can't. No.
Now, this blood isn't actually a portal. It's just a communication,
It's like a magic mirror.
scrying viewer. So you run up trying to go through, but you just get blood on your hands from the devil. The devil, by the way, is like, please get me down.
Oh my god. Oh, this is. I hate
I'm not
it.
actually dead.
Oh god. I'll try to rip his chains off and get him down.
Decimeth is just looking shocked as the blink dog is barking at him, and I guess Strahd's mist coalesces around him.
Hold him
Can
there.
I want to knock demon what's his face prone. Decimate. Can I shoot him
Sure, if you want.
so he falls down? I don't know.
It's good. Roll the hit.
All right. Oh, that definitely doesn't hit. I think that's 7. That's 7.
Did you add
Total?
your stuff to it?
Yes. I rolled really badly.
Okay.
Get 2 attacks, right?
Yes, I do. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh god. All right. Oh god.
What was your second roll?
My second roll was a natural 1. What the heck?
Wow.
Oh,
All right, so
rip.
he instinctively dodges your bolts as Strahd appears behind him and creeps closer with his claws reaching for the guy's
Hold him
shoulders.
there. Don't
His
hurt him. Just hold
fangs
him there.
sticking out of his mouth, and he's starting to open his mouth really wide.
I'll point at him and just be like, just hold him there. We need him for questioning.
Okay.
And I'll try to take the chains off eventually.
In the portal, you see the spider fiends drag Gnarl through into the steaming fen. He's completely wrapped up in a cocoon. They start dragging him through that tunnel that they took you in, which brought you to the Cybriex Flesh Crafter. And the Queen of Chaos cackles and looks through the blood at you and cackles, and she's swearing all sorts of horrible things in Abyssal. And you see Decimeth just shaking, trembling, as Strahd wraps his arms around him from behind and begins drinking his blood from his neck.
Don't kill him. We need him. Stop it.
Why would you? What do you want from him?
Decimeth screams, "Get it off me!"
Not help us get the demon down. Don't kill him. Don't kill him, Strahd. We need him.
Who's getting the? So you're gonna free the devil where the blood's coming out of?
Yeah,
Okay, who's doing that?
I will.
Okay, so Seraphine, you go over, you unchain the devil, who plops to the ground, and he kind of laughs to himself, and he looks angrily at Decimeth, and this devil is covered in barbs,
Ugh.
and he looks really mad, and he asks you if you have a weapon he could use for a minute.
Well, should we leave him alive for questions?
Lilia's gonna hit Decimeth with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead, roll a hit.
Nice.
One
Roll
is going.
well.
One is gonna be 28. And the other one is 19.
20 both hit. How much damage?
8 points of damage.
8 total for both.
Mm-hmm. No, hold on. Yeah. Wait, do I? Yeah. Yes.
All right, so Lilia, he looks at you. His eyes begin to glow, and he says, "Save me. Make a wisdom saving throw."
Oh shit. No.
It's fine. 19.
Okay. For a moment, you feel like an overwhelming affinity for this guy. He's so he's so charming. But then you shake it off.
Oh
So,
god.
Strahd
No!
is behind.
Stop it! You hurt all the people I love! Why do you keep doing this?
He says, it was my job, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm in as much trouble as you are. Please get this thing off of me. And
No!
Strahd is making slurping noises.
And she's gonna hit him with her Eldritch Blast.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I'll watch her do it.
I think it's gonna hit. The lowest one is 22.
All right. So Strahd's sucking his blood. You're just blowing him open with Eldritch blasts. He just kind of flops to the ground, and Strahd like crawls on him and just drinks the blood. And there's like blood pouring down his chin.
I'll drag Strahd off of him so he doesn't finish him off.
Oh, you don't want him to die?
No, I don't want him to die yet.
I do. I'm going to
Lilia,
kill him.
Lilia, we have questions that need answers.
No! Stop! This is every time! Every time we're like, no, we're gonna keep him around for questioning. He never answers any questions, and it keeps getting worse.
Well, how else
more
are
of my friends, how many more of the people I care about does he need to hurt, does she need to hurt, until we kill him?
Well, how else are we supposed to get to her? How else are we supposed to get our friends back? We have no answers to anything. We need someone who knows something. Then you can
nothing. Do you want me to ask him? I'll ask him. But I don't think he's gonna tell us anything. Clearly
Well,
he
you might
knows
as well try.
absolutely nothing.
We've got a vampire and a very angry warlock, so I'm pretty sure he has to answer something, and if he doesn't, he's dead.
She points the wand at him and she's like, unless you have something really important to say, I'm going to kill you.
He says, I do. Thank you.
Say it fast.
Ow, my neck. Can I just have a rag? Can I?
No.
Okay. Important to say. Look, I failed her again. I know we're safe here. I don't know if you know that. The Queen of Chaos cannot come into this place. And you saw what happened when her agents start attacking people in the streets. The Lady of Pain destroys them all. As long as we're here, we're safe from the Queen of Chaos. I'm safe. You're safe. I don't have to do anything for her now.
You didn't answer our question. You got one more chance.
What do you want to know?
How do we get someone out of the mazes?
Hey, look. He pulls out like a couple. He's got like 4 of your wanted posters. I've been ripping these down. Okay? I'm not working for her anymore.
Well, if you know anything about her agent, the Lady of Pain, how do we get our friends out of wherever she sent them?
The Lady of Pain isn't her agent. The Lady of Pain rules this city. The Lady of Pain doesn't like, especially demons or devils fighting in the streets. So when she sees it, she puts a stop to it. So, my friend, Barzim Rangoth, the Solomith, he's in the mazes. So are your friends. Maybe they're all together. I don't know. But we both have the same situation. Our friends have been mazed by the Lady of Pain. I'm not trying to hurt you anymore. She can't get to me. She can't make me do anything while I'm here. I am just going to stay here in this city. And I'm not going to hurt anybody else.
Well, how do we get them out?
Why did she want Gnarl? Why did she take him?
If a portal can be opened and people be sent to the mazes, then a portal can be opened and let those same people out.
All right.
There's
Two
no
things.
one-way sinkhole.
Yeah, that's
I've
like
never
your
met
question.
Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Wow. All right. So somebody is gonna get a natural 20. I will roll a d4. My most hated of dice. Okay. So Lily's 1, Seraphine 2, Brave Sweet 3, Airly 4. 3. Brave Sweet, you get a natural 20. Use it whenever.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Phoenix. I hope
Thank you.
I hope Phoenix is in Japan, I believe. So
Aww.
so destined.
Thank
Nice.
I don't know what time it is there right now.
Probably
Late.
really late.
Thank you, Phoenix. All right. He says, I have heard that there is a Githzerai who sells maps and knows of a way to break into the mazes. And actually, that's who I was going to go looking for after I took care of this thing.
Well, it would be helpful if you could
So
show
if-
us where to get this information from.
All right, wait, let's see. All right, so Airly, you're in the mazes, right?
Oh.
10 flowers.
Yeah. 10 flowers.
There's a big 3 on the wall. You had pulled 3 out and they just turned to dust. There's 10 left.
Okay. So Airly did a little brainstorming. What I think that she would do, is first of all, she would start out by singing 3 songs. See if that works.
Singing. Oh, okay, I see. All right.
And then she would run around 3 times. And then she would water 3 of the flowers with her water skin.
So you sing 3 songs. Nothing seems to happen. When you say you run around, do you mean like run around the maze or run around in this little area?
Run around in this area. I'm
Oh.
scared.
Okay, you just run around in this area and nothing seems to happen. And then what was the other thing?
Water 3 of the plants.
You water 3 of them. And I guess they grow a little bit and get more sparkly.
Oh, that's so cute.
These 3 grow a little taller than the others.
All right. I'm all out of ideas.
You're
Do you think what?
Winston, let's see. What can Winston say? You're all out of ideas.
Well, I have one more idea, but it's a stupid idea.
What is
There
it?
are stupid ideas.
Do it. Do it.
No. I'm scared.
Well, what is it? Asks Winston.
I was thinking maybe once 3 flowers left, so I destroy all of the other flowers except for 3 of them.
Winston pauses for a moment. That's a neat idea.
Oh, Winston, you also want to stay here forever, so I don't know what to say to you.
You don't have to stay.
Well, I don't want to stay.
All
right.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm open-minded, you know?
Well, do you have any better ideas?
No.
Okay, fine. I destroy all but 3 of the flowers.
As soon as you do that, the 3 remaining flowers, shafts of light, like shoot up into the air. The 3 begins to glow, and the whole maze rumbles. I feel like something good happened.
Okay.
You hear a
Winston says, "All right, well, think that's one.
Hmm.
Now we just need the unity of rings in the center of all.
Well, you said the center of the it was with me or where you were, right? So
Center of all, the center of the multiverse is wherever you are. That's what they say anyway.
Flat Earth. Earth.
I keep forgetting. I want to make a flat Earth place, like where it's actually like a dome flat planet. Always
That would actually be sick.
do that.
I feel like it's
Maybe
the
everybody
opposite
there
of
thinks
Flat
it's
Out.
round.
Oh, God.
Yeah, yeah. But there's one guy, like Leonardo da Vinci.
There's
He
the round,
knows the truth.
the round earther conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, fantasy Leo. It's like no. This place is flat.
Guys, there's like ships falling off the side all the time.
He's like, no, it's flat. Oh my god.
Why do you think we never hear from those ships?
Airly, what would you like to do? You are in the maze. You have definitely solved the rule of 3. The 3 flowers shoot light. You feel like you're 1/3 of the way of getting out of this maze.
I'm so
You-
stupid. No.
Winston says, well, maybe we should just go for a walk. Explore the maze.
Okay, maybe we can find the boy elf with the nice Winthrop.
Yeah, we'll look for Winthrop.
Love that. For
So
him.
as you're walking and exploring, you notice that there's one path that's wider than the others. And it's the one that just goes all the way around.
Hmm.
And is the most comfortable.
Oh, snap!
She got
I'm
it.
so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I walk around the maze 3 times then.
Okay, you walk around in just a total circle. When you do that 3 times, that's the unity of rings. And once you do that, the whole place rumbles, and suddenly the razor vine on the wall to your left splits open, and somebody has traced a big circle into the wall. And you see that this section of wall is sort of like plaster, much more flimsy than the rest of the place.
Okay, I'm gonna punch through it.
You punch, but it doesn't break. But pieces do flake off.
Just dig at it.
And then as you watch, it actually
Take it.
heals up.
Oh. Don't dig it.
In your head, Winston says, this must be the center of all. If we can figure this out, we can get out of here. This one might not make any sense.
Yeah.
Can I try something to help?
Yes, Winston will say it. What is it?
I can cast Sending, and it can go across different planes of existence, but it does have a 5% chance of failing. So,
The mazes seem to block all communication.
gotcha.
Because we have the stones of...
Yeah, we have the stones.
But
too.
if you have an idea, you could say it, and then Winston would say it.
Okay.
Please help me, please. I'm so stupid.
It's okay, this is me, high mood.
Okay.
Shit, she's a fighter, so she doesn't have spells.
So there is a circle, and
Well, it's like
plaster.
you have to the center of all. Maybe you just say, "I am the center of all," and you're good.
Maybe just put your hand in the middle of the ring.
Maybe you have to press your heart to it because you're.
Just fucking give it a big old hug.
I mean,
With a heart.
center of all, your whole body into the
Maybe you
center
have to
of the
spin
whole.
around 3 times.
Yeah, you have to count the mythic chant of the ancient ones and pass through and hard.
Winston says all of these things that they're saying.
You have to shout Faruda at the thing. dragon shout that bitch open.
Winston, fuck language. Oh my goodness.
He's got a lot of ideas.
I will try to press my heart against the circle.
Give it a big ass hug.
All right,
Give it a hug.
that doesn't work. But you notice that most of the plaster heals itself, but in certain areas it does not. And once it's scraped off, it stays scraped off.
Hit it more. Hit it harder.
Well, I'm gonna hit harder where the
Your
plaster.
bludgeoning attacks don't seem to really
Oh,
be
okay.
very effective
Then-
on this.
Chest
Then-
bump it.
Cut it.
Then I will try my sword.
All right, so you take out the fool's, the lich's freaking sword. that
I
you
have
took.
named it Life Stealer.
Life Stealer.
Nice.
You take out Life Stealer. It's got the jagged blade, and then on the end of it, it's got the spinning pizza cutter.
Just takes a pizza cutter too.
Whoop.
You do that?
Oh, you're so smart.
We got you, boo. We
You
got
look at it,
you.
and it actually does look like a pizza, and you could use your pizza cutter to cut slices out of the pizza.
Oh
I will
my
just-
god.
The
Perhaps,
stupidest
like 3
puzzle.
points or something.
So basically what
This
you
is
do
it.
is you find that with your pizza cutter, you can easily cut this plaster. So basically you cut the pizza in half, and then when you make a slice, the slice begins to glow, and it looks to be a shimmering portal.
Oh my god.
Woo. And then I cut all the way around the circle because that's the smart thing to do.
Guys,
Okay.
like, you need a pizza cutter for its standard issue, just in case if you get mazed.
Just in
You
case.
need it.
It's like, you know, when you have your standard dungeoneering kit, it's like a sword, a knife, like some ropes, you know, and the
A
pizza,
pizza
cutter.
cutter.
Rations for 3 days, a lantern, and a pizza cutter.
Literally, as soon as you get back to Brave Suite and tell her how important that it saved you from the mazes, she is gonna make it standard issue. Everybody pizza cutter.
So Airly, you're in a maze. There seems to be a pizza-shaped portal in front of you.
Can I jump
Chest bump
through
it.
Yeah.
You jump
Gonna-
through and you appear with the rest of the group. So you appear in this room where there's a devil that was unchained. There's Incubus who was getting the blood sucked out of him. And the group is yelling at him. And Strahd is there. He's got blood all over his face. And you notice that nobody's really looking at him, and he's like totally like
My guess
juiced
is that
up.
she appeared behind us, and we still don't notice that she's come back.
He's just
She hugs you.
I will hug all of you and
Yeah,
cry.
I'll hug her back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Glad you're okay. A lot's happened already.
I don't know where Winthrop is. Sorry, I don't know. What's going on?
Lilia, you want to explain?
We're trying to figure out what's going on, and the Queen King is just kidnapped Gnarl, and I'm very confused and concerned, and I don't like any of this. And this guy is saying that he's not working for her anymore, but also kind of mean. I don't know how I feel about him.
How did you get out?
Pizza cutter.
Oh.
Oh. Glad you got the sword then.
Me too. I'm still sad.
Wait, it's just. Did you see Winthrop? Did you see anybody else down there?
Oh god.
I
we
didn't
still-
see anybody else, right?
no.
No, I didn't see anybody.
Oh god. We need to get Winthrop still.
Winthrop didn't have a pizza cutter.
Can I can I assume that probably put in a different point in the maze or in a different maze together, each person gets their own maze kind of thing, or can I figure it out, or
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Assume.
if it's like a prison, they probably didn't put you together so you wouldn't get out, but Windsurfer's a very smart boy, and I have a feeling that he can probably figure out a way out.
He's pretty wise. He might be able to figure it out.
It was really hard for me, and I'm super smart.
It's okay. I would have been stuck too. I'm just glad
Yeah.
you're back.
Strahd says, "It sounds like some of these puzzles didn't make any sense at all.
You know,
I feel so invigorated."
a lot of old great stuff.
He says,
You didn't answer my question, Deathmatch, though. Why were you talking to the Queen of Chaos if you're not working for her anymore? And why did she kidnap Gnarl?
Well, I had to tell her that we failed again. I mean, I
So
had to
you
tell
were
her.
working for her.
Yes.
So
So why are you now done?
Because I failed her 2 to 3 times. In Waterdeep, I failed her. In Avernus, I failed her. And I failed her here as well. I mean, the first time I failed her, I got this scar. He points to his neck. She almost choked the life out of me with her tentacles. So, at this point, I assume I would just be a plaything for the Cybriax flesh crafter.
Yeah, well now she's taken my friend Lilia's best friend.
Decimeth says, she probably took Gnarl so she could make a trade. You give the pieces of the rod, she gives you back Gnarl. She's probably going to do it to
That's
each one
not acceptable.
of you. You know, if I were you, I would just give it up.
no.
Just let her have it.
Oh yeah, and then she'll destroy the world, and then everybody will, be in the same position you are, because that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I don't.
that
You can't beat her.
I see.
Come on.
I see why. Because it all makes sense now. She's been easy on us. She'll take certain things away, so we're forcefully have to go and get our comrades back. She's using us. She knows we're getting the rod of 7 parts. She knows we almost have all of it. So she's just biding her time. She's like, well, let them get the rod of 7 parts for me. Well, you know that's not gonna happen.
Decimeth says exactly. She's letting you get the pieces so she can take them from you.
well, that just means we have to get powerful enough that she won't be able to.
She forgets I'm getting a fleet of ships.
She's one of the Oberits. She existed before the Demon Lords. She is an ancient and incredibly powerful being. And
Well, then-
Miska the Wolf Spider, who she wants to free with the rod, is just like her.
Well, then we'll just have to make more powerful allies.
You're all crazy.
I'm sure if. Well, thank you.
I'm going to save Gnarl, and I'm going to save all the people that she's hurt, because I don't have anybody else except him and my friends. And I don't want anybody else to have the same thing happen as my friends did. And it is... Nobody deserves to be hurt like that.
Yeah.
So what is it gonna be? Are you gonna help us, or are you against us?
He smiles, staggers to his feet, and says, well, I'll help you. Once I get my friend.
What was that, Arlie?
I don't trust this guy. He seems barmy.
Yeah, well, we've already...
Hey!
Look at you!
What? I learned a new word.
What?
We've run into him a couple times now, and well, let's just say that the only thing we can really do right now is either A, kill him, or B, take him into our fold and use him as an ally.
Strahd
If
says,
if
it's too dangerous to leave him alive. Let me finish him.
Well, it's too dangerous to leave anyone alive at this point. We don't really have much options.
He's useless to us.
Uh-huh. How?
When all the NPCs tell me to kill him, I want to do the exact opposite. Why?
He knows stuff that we don't. He knows secrets. He knows
He's-
insider information.
He's just going to betray you again.
Okay,
My
who's
poor,
cool?
sweet, trusting Seraphine. So full of life. So much like my Tatiana.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
with this girl again.
it's Tatiana. Okay, regardless of the fact,
You really need to talk to him about this. This seems like just seems like a toxic relationship, and you really just need to
It's
sit down and have a conversation with him.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
My
now,
God.
but
Tatiana ordered that salad at the
did Tatiana become a
Tatiana, you need to drink water.
I'm more powerful than Tatiana. I got more stuff than Tatiana. Not me.
Oh, I get where you're at. Yada yada. Jeez.
Look, Strahd. You've been
look
accepting on the basis that this is a team effort, not a you effort. So I know back in Barovia, you kind of ran everything and you had your own ideas of what you could do and you came down to the final decision. But here, my friends and I make the decisions together as a group. So what you want isn't necessarily what we want. So you have to listen to us.
As you talk, he like stares off into space, and everybody notices his shadow, like creeping up to Seraphine, and like he pulls his cape up, and they're like hugging.
I'll grab him by the front of his collar.
Oh no.
Shake him and
That's
pull him in. Be like,
What's that? Yes,
Oh.
of course, you're right. We all need to work together. I
You
was alone for so long, ruling Barovia by myself.
Oh, yeah.
okay, well now it's a we effort.
And I do remember that Lilia and Bravesweet and Winthrop reached through and pulled me out, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Exactly.
So of
how-
course, I will do
reach
everything
out
I can to work with you, and Airly as well. He reaches out and he tries to take Airly's hand.
No, thank you.
No. He,
No, thank you. You're taken.
he's,
Ah.
he like tries
Oh.
to he tensely smiles and like looks away. But his shadow like kind of lunges at Airly's shadow for a moment.
Hey. Okay,
What are
now
we-
that that's settled, group discussion.
What do we do?
Should we keep
She
this?
is Gnarl is a pretty powerful being. I don't know how we're gonna stop her from doing the things that she's doing.
Oh, we just have to get more powerful. We have to get more pieces of the rod and
We have to get more allies.
And then what? The rod, the last piece of the rod is with her ex-boyfriend or whatever.
then we
Oh,
kill
That
him.
she's trying to get out of his prison.
Decimeth says, "That's right. The seventh piece is apparently with Miska the Wolf Spider in the plane of Pandemonium."
Then
It's
we'll
easy.
just kill
We
him.
don't bring the rod of 6 parts
Well,
with us.
I don't know. I think I know this in character, so I'm just making sure. I think that we figured out that you need the rest of the rod to open the door to get in.
Do we?
I think so.
I think it's to release him.
To
Well,
release
you get.
You do not need the other. You
Yeah.
can get
okay.
in without all the pieces of the rod.
Okay.
See, this is
The
if
problem
we
was that when they
choose
went,
to get
they,
the 6th piece, we
The problem is that we can't get out. That's
right,
the
the
one.
when the bad guys
Okay.
went in, they couldn't come back out.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
was one of their weird problems.
Got it,
they had
okay.
with the-
Okay, never mind.
All right.
I had an
gotcha.
idea.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so if my soul's already forfeit, so I'll make whatever bargains I need to make, so that way we get everyone safe at the end. But that's a long way to go from now. So we have to get what we can get right now so we can save Gnarl and everyone else. But the question right now we have to face is, do we leave Decimeth alive and use what information and skills he has, or do we just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think I have good judgment on this, to be honest.
In my experience, this guy could betray us. I don't really trust him, but I don't know him. I mean, I just met you.
We have a break on our ship, yeah?
Yeah, but the thing is, if the only way we can keep him in check is he fears the Queen of Chaos because he already failed once, so if he goes back to her, he's dead or tortured for the rest of eternity. With us, we can keep him on the basis of the fact that he fears her more than he fears us.
He says, I should also point out that somehow your ship is protected from her. But she'll be able to see me wherever I go outside of this city. And if you're with me, she's going to know exactly where you are.
Then we can give him part of a crystal?
If our ship
You know that
is
Umbra had
protected
created a statue
from
in
her.
your ship.
Yeah,
It created an
she-
aura
right.
that protected you from the scrying.
Right.
So even
And if
the
we
Queen of
make them
Chaos
do-
can't use magic to spy on you.
we can ask.
So if we have you inside the ship,
no,
does that negate it?
yeah, she'll be able to track us. If we keep him here, we can have the clerics of Umbra keep an eye on him and contact us with their crystal.
You do know that the Church of Umbra specializes in redeeming fiends.
Yeah.
Then we take
He
him
like
to the church.
Decimeth rolls his eyes. Oh god.
Yeah. Have fun with that. Eternal torture with scripture.
Ugh.
I look at Decimeth and I say, I don't trust you. I don't. I think anybody can do the right thing and, be a good person. Like, you hurt my friends. You hurt the people closest to me. I don't know what you can do to change the fact that you did those things.
Suddenly, your blink dog starts barking, running around in circles.
What is it?
You hear movement from outside this building.
I think we have to get out of here.
You
We
kicked
get
the
in here
door
long
in,
enough.
right? And through the doorway, you see two
Right.
long black legs. Somebody really tall is standing in front of the door.
Is it a guard?
Alright, it hunches down, and you see Winthrop's face on a giant black demon body.
Oh no.
And it looks and says, "There you are." And he reaches a huge clawed hand inside, and he reaches for, let's see.
We don't even get a save? What the
Nope.
heck?
You better get away.
It's actually Brave Sweet. Brave Sweet,
Oh.
Brave Sweet, make
I
a
was so ready for it to be Lillian. because
Brave
it's
Sweet,
always
make a
Lillian.
dexterity saving throw.
Can I use my natural 20?
I was gonna say.
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my natural 20.
So he reaches his giant skinny arm with a huge clawed hand in, and he tries to grab you, but you dodge his grab.
I hop straight up in the air.
And he says, "I'm so happy I found you." And he reaches onto the roof and it starts tearing it off.
Oh
What's
god.
happening?
We gotta run.
Let us go. Let's get out of here, everyone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just Winthrop on a demon ball.
Yeah, it's Winthrop's severed head on a body of a tall black scaled demon. Winthrop had grown a
Our
second.
demon's weird.
Winthrop had grown a second head, and it got cut off and put
Yeah.
onto a demon body.
No, normal Sunday.
So he's
Yeah.
still this Winthrop likes the group, but he's poisoned by the Chaos, and he works for the Queen of Chaos. And he keeps trying to convince them that the Queen of Chaos is their friend.
Maybe we should take him to church too.
Also, every time you see him, he gets bigger and more deformed.
Yeah.
So he tore the roof off.
Purifying.
You're in a small little shack of a building. There's a devil who's been watching this whole thing, very confused. The front door is blocked by
right.
Twinthrop. There's boarded up windows. There's probably a back door. What would you like to do?
Go look
Is
for
he
the back
is he
door.
tearing a hole in the roof?
He's tearing the entire roof off so he can reach down through the hole.
He's a big boy.
He's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to run.
You know, we can. When there's not a door, there's a roof.
When a door takes down, the roof opens.
Exactly. Hallelujah. Here we go.
Break open the windows.
Yeah.
You can, yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
Why don't we
I'll
roll
share-
initiative and then we'll
Yeah.
figure it out better.
That's a good idea.
All right, Lily, what'd you get?
Initiative?
Yeah.
24?
Wow. What about Seraphine?
21.
Wow.
Nice.
What about Bracesuit?
4.
And what about Early?
8.
Well, we got the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
We with the lows.
Lilia, you get to go first. So you're in this small building. It's maybe like 20 by 20. The front door's kicked open. So Twinthrop's legs are in front of that door, and he's just peeling the entire roof off, you know, like a can or something. And there's a back door, and there's windows that are boarded up with like flimsy wood. And there's Devil, and there's Desmeth, and there's Strahd.
Twintrap, please stop ripping down the door! There's no need for this! We can just get out!
Twinthrop says, "But I need to take you to meet my mother."
No! I'm good. And I'm gonna look to the rest of you guys and I'm like, are we going or are we staying?
We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
Okay, then in that case, I'm going to go out the other way.
So you're running out the back door?
Yes, I'm looking to the rest of my party and like showing to the other side. So yeah.
Oh.
So,
I have a wacky idea, but I rolled really low, so.
Oh boy.
so Lily, you run over the door, you open
Yeah.
the door, it leads out into an alley in the back, and you're running through into the alley.
Yes, but I'm not running far. Like I'm not leaving my friends. I'm just heading in that direction.
So you're not going to run far enough that you would lose them, basically.
Yeah.
Seraphine, it's your turn.
I'm
You see
grabbing...
Twinthrop look through the hole that he's peeling open.
Oh,
And
God.
he gives you like
I'm
a big
gonna-
smile with his sharp teeth. It's nice to see you again.
Oh,
My
God.
God, everybody loves Winthrop. Everybody loves Winthrop, and everybody loves Seraphine. Like my goodness.
Bitches. Holla.
Such
The back-
pretty faces you guys got there.
I'll grab the back of Decimeth's neck and just haul him out after Lilia.
Oh, okay.
Yell at everyone to run.
And then it is Aerolee's turn.
I will go after Seraphine and Lilia.
Twinthrop looks at you and says, "A new friend?" And you run out after them. Alright. On my turn,
Yeah.
Strahd dramatically strikes a pose and his cape billows behind him. He says,
I have a feeling he'd get offended by him hitting on Seraphine.
yeah, he did look mad. He says,
Yeah.
"Run! I'll take care of this." And he like leaps into the
Oh.
air onto Twinthrop and like starts tearing into his neck with his fangs. And Twinthrop like staggers backward, holding his neck as Strahd begins to try to drink his blood. Alright, and Desmeth is with Seraphine. The devil just like screams and runs full speed past you guys. And then it is
nice.
Brave Sweet's turn.
So the door is open now.
The back door, yeah.
He's out of the doorway.
Everybody ran
yeah.
through the back door, yeah. But the front
Okay.
door, yeah, is clear too, yeah.
Huh. Aw, I had a good idea, but whatever. I go through the back door.
Okay. So, all right. I think we're out of initiative mode then. So you're all just running.
Yeah.
All right. So
Booking it.
you hear the sounds of fighting as Strahd and Twinthrop are tearing into each other. And where are you going?
Where are we going?
Well, where does the rod point us to?
It pointed to this weird tower in the shape of a weeping dragon, but you had found there was no entrance to it. But you were able to peer inside of it with magic, and you saw that Shemeshka was inside with a whole bunch of her groomer guards.
We have the key to get in though.
Yeah. Well, isn't the key to get in sharing a memory spoken?
Yes.
Sharing a memory, not shared. That was what it was, I think.
Yeah,
Memory.
An unshared memory spoken aloud.
There we go. That's
Yep.
the one. That's the key.
So you running there to the tower, the
I-
weeping dragon
Well,
tower?
I think we can't leave without our rod.
But we're not
Do we?
leaving yet. We have stuff to do.
I mean, we could go back to the ship and regroup and recuperate.
Well, the ship is in another dimension.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
very
can't.
true.
We have
I
to
don't know how to get back there.
We kind of
Right.
need the rod before we can leave because we don't know if we can get back here.
I went through the portal. It was perfectly fine. It was like, hey, Dandy, let's
think
go
you had
and
to
check-
say-
Wait, but there's no portal back.
Yeah, there's no portal back.
Oh,
Well,
I thought it was a two-way thing.
No, you're pretty sure that it is a two-way portal. It
Oh.
popped out of an archway, kind of in the center of the lower ward. You're pretty
See,
sure that
we're fine, guys. We're
I
fine.
think you had to say a rhyme to activate it. And I think
Oh, I'm good at those.
pretty sure it works too.
Yeah, amazing of those.
It was like
Mhm.
one of those really easy, like tic-tac-toe, like one of those baby rhymes.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
it was.
Okay,
Probably still
Okay.
I say we go after the rod. That's the only. That building is, we have to. They don't have the key, so if we get in there, we should be okay.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that she knows we're here, so, and she knows she sent people here, so we better get it before she does.
I think there's like a lot of like really powerful ladies that we're all getting confused. And so like there's Shemeshka, there's the Lady of Pain, and also the Queen of Chaos. They're all three different people.
Queen of Chaos knows that we're here.
Yes.
We need to get Shemeshka before she disappears with it. And then
Yeah.
Lady of Pain is who knows where, so we better hurry up, and probably by the time we get to the rod, Winthrop will have figured his way out.
That's the plan, anyways.
Let's go. Let's try it.
So where are you going to?
The tower with Shemeshka.
Okay.
Our
All right. So you get to this tower. It's made of like rusted metal. It's like kind of got this verdigris all over it, like a bluish copper stain. And it's just a neck of a dragon, and then the dragon's head, and from the eyes, water pours out into a drain in the street. And there's no windows, there's no doors, but you know that if you speak a unshared memory aloud, apparently it will let you pass inside of the building.
You're a memory.
Unshared memory, just any?
I guess so.
Yep.
Just one you never shared before?
Yep.
I'm gonna look to her new friend because out of all the people around us, she's the one that we know least about.
There we go.
Come on, Arlie.
Okay.
Tell us something you've not told anybody else. No pressure.
Okay. And her eyes get really dark, and she gets really kind of somber, and she says, "The day before I started adventuring, I was at my fiance's house for dinner, and that's when they came in and slaughtered them all and chopped off all of their heads except for mine. And then I slaughtered them all and chopped off all of their heads, and that's why I'm called the beheader." The end.
My God.
Wow.
That's dark.
A portal opens in the base of the tower.
Nice going. Okay, let's go.
Wasn't that fun?
Good times.
Great.
You all go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you
And
have
what would-
Blink Dog with you. Are you going to take Fabio with you also? I almost forgot about it. And what about
Yeah.
Seeker of Rainbows? Is she going to go with you too?
I think they're all
Maybe-
going. I think we're
We're
all-
not leaving
we're all-
anybody behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a city. Like you gotta hold your, you gotta have the train holding hands, like when children are.
Like
all-
we're 5.
Yeah.
We just have rope tied to each other, so we all look like
Stay together.
tourists.
Stay together, everyone.
All right. So
Everybody has a buddy.
Whilst
Yeah.
I cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself. Too.
Also, I would like to cast, since the opportunity, pass without a trace, because man, we don't want anybody to know where we're
Thank
at.
you.
Means you get a +10 to any of your stealth checks.
Okay. So let's go talk to Shemeshka, right?
So there's a vortex of blue energy like spinning, shooting sparks out, and that's what the portals seem to look like. You all stepping through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you appear in an elegant hallway. The floor is made
Oh.
of marble, and you see a bunch of
Oh.
paintings of a fox lady with long, elegant gloves, and she's wearing a crown of razor vine. So there's a painting of her in a green dress. There's a painting of her in a blue dress. Then there's a painting of her in swimwear. And there's
Whoa.
a statue of her looking
catalog.
around her shoulder. And
Then
then
there's a painting with her with nothing at all.
I feel like her and Yami would get along pretty good.
Then there's like another statue of her like casting a spell. And as you're looking at all these like decorations in here, the one thing you don't see is any doors at all. It's just a hallway. There's
Hmm.
no doors, no windows. There's just paintings of this fox person, and there's statues of this fox person. And also there is a lot of fog on the floor.
Oh boy.
I don't like that. I guess we have to detect magic?
I
Like,
can
this
do
place
that.
is nice, but we need to know where the rod is and get out of here. That's all we
She's
need.
well, we know that she's up in the top of the
Up in the
tower.
You can also
Tippy-top.
tell that this hallway is, judging from the outside of the tower, this hallway is too long to be in the tower.
Right.
But you're in the
Okay.
hallway.
Well, I will follow where the rod is pointing us.
The rod is pointing up.
Yeah. See if we can find stairs.
Maybe there's like a latch or like something you press and it opens a secret door or something. Maybe is there a shelf where like there's books and I'm like have to rifle through a bunch of books to see if like one of them is causes a switch. I don't know.
So Bravesweet looks around looking for a secret thing, and Fabio kind of follows you and copies everything you do. It's like a little
Cute.
slower. And the one thing you
Aw.
notice is that a statue is holding like a long cigarette holder, and on it is an unlit cigarette. The rest of the statue is marble, but the cigarette is real.
We light it on fire.
Lighter.
I can do that.
I like spit at it.
I-
And a little electricity lights on.
Oh,
fire.
with your lightning breath. Okay. You do that. You use your lightning breath and you light the cigarette, and as soon as it's lit, a door appears next to the statue.
Oh.
And it's got like carvings of like a fox lady's head on it.
Oh.
It will.
Let's go.
Interesting. All right,
Who's
come on, children.
who's trying to open the door?
I look at Arlie and Seraphine, who are big
Oh
big
god.
beefy kids. I'm just
I'll
gonna
do
let
it.
them go first.
I'll do it.
Seraphine, you reach for the doorknob and try to open the door.
Yeah.
All right. Suddenly, a magic glyph flares to life on the door.
Oh,
Make a
fuck, I should've
dexterity
checked.
saving throw.
A dexterity. We should have checked for traps. I forgot.
Shoot, we didn't.
It's always when you don't check.
Yeah, 11.
So you take a fiery explosion engulfs you for a moment. You take 25 fire damage.
Thank God I healed, or I would be down again.
And the doorknob did not turn, like it's locked.
Can I dispel magic on it?
Yeah. You do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was arcane locked, but you can use dispel magic, and you dispel the arcane lock. And it
Yay.
looks like the door is openable.
Excellent.
I'll check it for traps again just to be safe and make sure there's nothing behind it.
Check it for traps.
Like, when you open the door, like, just to make sure there's no more glyphs in the hallway.
One thing you notice is that the room beyond, you can tell from opening your door a little bit, there's a lot of webs in there. In the room past the door.
Okay, anyone? If you got fire torches, get them ready.
Do fire, but I can hit things with magic.
I'll,
And I can make butterflies come.
I'll light a torch just to be
That's
safe,
so
so
cute.
when we walk,
Yes, they poison people.
we can light it up.
I just have a box of matches and I'm like lighting them.
There's webs behind me.
Brixine's just like ready with fire. Like, ah!
Yeah, I'll start walking forward then and get everyone to follow.
So when you open the door, there's stairs going up, and they're covered in webs.
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
all going into this area?
Guess so.
I'll take a torch and just kind of make sure I burn out any stray webs I see.
Using a torch, you are able to burn like 5 feet of webbing per round. So you
Yeah.
can like burn your way up there. So as you start to burn the webbing, from the top of the stairs, you see like a cloud of brown fog like collect, and it looks like it's starting to pour down the stairs towards all of you. What do you do?
I don't think that's fog.
I want to take that might be flammable.
I think everything is flammable to a degree.
Well, no, but like that means it might explode. So maybe take down the
Put out,
fire.
put it out, put it out.
Yeah, put it out.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Might use like a knife or something.
So you put out your torch as this fog rolls towards you.
Yes, just in
Yeah.
to be safe.
Okay. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm good at these, right? Yes.
15.
Made it. Seraphine?
19.
Made it. Pretty sweet.
19.
Yay, made it.
Ooh.
Airly.
10.
Airly fails.
Oh
So
no.
Oh,
this
no.
this like stinking
no.
cloud comes over you. But the rest of you are able to hold your breath. But Airly, you take 20 poison damage.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And then the mouth of a fox lady appears on the door. It says, "You seem to be having an incredibly difficult time with this really rather mundane spell called Gods and Wards. I'm not impressed at all."
Well, we've had a long day, so apologies for the lack of entertainment.
The mouth goes, and disappears.
Alright, okay.
At the top of the
Alright.
stairs, another cloud appears.
Oh god. Get rid of it! Get rid of it!
Dispel it.
I don't have any more dispel magics.
Yeah, she's out. Anyone got anything? Fuck, I don't know what I got. I don't think I have anything. I'll just, I'll take out I'll take my cloak off and just kinda, like,
okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I would like to use prestidigitation to make some wind happen, so it like blows away the.
Okay. You use that, and it does scatter the cloud.
Nice.
And
Let's go.
no more clouds appear, and if you want, you can burn the rest of the webs and get up the stairs.
yes, I will do that and then
Okay.
go up.
At the top of the stairs, there's a landing, there's a white door, and there's like a stone face of a fox lady.
I'm gonna check.
I bet
the
she's just watching us. Does she still have the cigarette? Like,
This statue, no, it's just the face.
Check the door for trap.
No traps.
Okay. What, Arlie?
For a pet.
You pet
Okay.
it?
And I'll walk up to the door and I'll say, Shemeshka, Your Highness.
You
we
hear-
would like.
Ooh, Your Highness! And the door like just magically swings open. And inside there's a large bedroom, and she's sitting on like a throne-like chair in front of this dude is holding this full-length mirror, and she's looking into it while two groomer guards are like combing her fur and fixing up her stuff. And there's like another dude just standing there holding one of those big old-timey perfume things where you squeeze the thing and it shoots out.
Oh, right.
And there's two big guards, these giant like green. You can't tell if they're demons or devils or Yugoloths. They got wings and they got huge claws and they're really big and angry looking. And there's a bed with a canopy and there's two windows and they're the eyes of the dragon that kind of look down on the street below. You can see the water pouring. And Shemeshka doesn't look at you. She just smokes on her cigarette as her groomer guards comb her.
Hello. My name is Lilia. We would like to speak with you about something.
She says, I know. Well, go ahead. My spies have been watching you the whole time you've been here.
Of course.
We apologize for the intrusion. Our matters of coming here matters to the multiverse, which I'm sure you're very much invested in. We only ask
She
that we
rolls
can...
her eyes and smokes from her cigarette.
Yeah, yes, I know. Big hassle. Which is why we came here to take off one of the many hassles, and just take the fine rod that you so happen to possess.
She looks at you in her mirror that the guy is holding, so her reflection is looking at you. She says, "My dear, is that the best you can do?" And so she like snaps her fingers with her free hand, and somebody brings over like a glass of wine, and she drinks some of it.
I mean, you're
I will I don't know what exactly you want, but I'm sure a lady of your stature would want something important.
She says, I'm curious about something. And she like says some arcane word, and a vision appears in the mirror. And it looks like she can use this mirror to scry on the city. And so she looks at Twinthrop and Strahd fighting. So I'm just going to roll to see who's winning. 1 through 3 will be Twinthrop.
Okay.
Twinthrop is
Come on, Strahd.
You see Twinthrop throw Strahd like through a building.
Oh.
It's like a giant wrestling match.
It's kind of like Superman versus Batman kind of a thing or something.
Yeah. Fair. That's fair.
But, I mean, you see Strahd, as he's about to hit the building, he just turns into a bunch of bats. And then flies back at Twinthrop, turns back into Strahd, and resumes sucking
How have they not done that?
on his blood.
Sure.
Shemeshka says, "Oh my."
Yeah, that's our friend. That's our friend there.
She points to Strahd. I like him.
Yeah, we too.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He knows a lot, doesn't he?
Sure does. Been along for a long time.
Is he your slave?
As good as.
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good. Oh, yeah. As good as. Oh, she says, I'd like to buy him.
Buy him? I don't personally want... I would have to ask him, but I can offer a counter offer.
You don't ask a slave if they want to be bought. They're a slave. They're a good or service.
Well,
You are all of quite clueless, aren't you?
just a little.
I can tell you haven't been in the cage long.
No, we're still learning. But I can offer him to you for a night so you can Right.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I don't know. I
I
feel
can't
like.
believe Seraphine turned into a pimp. My God.
All right. Well,
If
note
he's
to
already
yourself.
concessions, in return for the rod.
Brave
I
Swiss
feel-
Jaws.
That's a crazy trade.
I feel like this is. I don't know if this is
It
gonna
doesn't
work.
have to be like that. Like, I mean, he's a powerful vampire. Like, he probably knows a lot of shit. So, and he doesn't have to agree to it either.
She
Honestly,
She-
they would be a great couple. My goodness.
she like thinks for a minute and smokes her cigarette. And says,
So weird.
"Bring him to me. Maybe we
Oh my
can
God.
work something out." And at that point, Lilia,
Is it a
you
deal?
feel like a weird shift,
Mhm.
and you feel your connection to all eldritch energy completely go away.
No.
You have no spells. You have nothing. No warlock pact.
She just starts crying, and she like she's like standing there like a little bit fine, but suddenly she's just like in full tears, absolutely like horrified.
Are you okay?
Some,
What's wrong?
she said something to him. I don't know.
Are you okay?
I can't feel him anymore.
Oh no. You dead?
Was this a trade that you offered? Give it back.
No, it's not her. It's the Queen of Chaos.
Oh.
Something happened to Gnarl.
Shemeshka just shrugs and says, "What's a gnarl? Hurry up and bring the vampire to me."
Shut up, we're trying to have a moment!
we need a moment to discuss in another room.
She snaps like her groomer guard, gets a handkerchief with Shemeshka's name written in gold cursive on it, and they hand it to you,
Course.
Lilia.
Whoa.
It's like standing there like completely in shock and like
Kinda-
like her eyes just she looks entirely broken. She just looks horrified.
All right, and then we're out of time anyway, so we'll stop there. Pick it up
Ah,
from here next
Ah.
time. Yay.
nice.
Why don't we do plugs? Hey, you got any plugs?
Well, every time there's something that's happening to my characters, it's always in like a consistently clumped group of problems that they've got at the same week. Anyway, on Fridays, we play on Retroverse, where this past Friday, my character went on a date and got food poisoning and is dying. So
So it was a date. Okay.
It was a date.
It was a date.
It's
Neither of
accurate.
the characters said it was a date, but it was definitely a date. That's at 7:30 on Scotty Ho's channel every Friday. So come join us there because that's fun.
All right. Chloe, got any plugs or anything like that?
Not at this moment, besides catch us here on Dungeon Academy every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and catch me over on Twitter at Chloe_Fairy1, where hopefully, now that I have access to a full Cintiq, more of my drafts will be completed instead of just being snippets of random shit.
I feel you. Like doing artwork and then being like, I'm not happy with this. I'm just gonna leave it for a few months.
I have 7 drafts of characters and scenes.
Cool. Brienne, got any plugs?
Here Sunday, pretty much every Sunday. That's great. Sorry for missing you guys. Not at the moment. Follow me on Twitter. Stingcat Breezy.
Sting
We
Cat
chat about.
Breezy.
Ooh. I'm thinking of changing it because I'm like, man, sounds weird, but I don't know.
I like it. It's
I
easy
like
to
it.
remember.
Thanks.
All right. And Cal, you got any plugs?
On Sunday mornings on Scotty Hood's channel, I'm in Rain and Misroll. Also, this week, there's a hurricane, so I'm out of school because they canceled school all week. So if you want to commission me, this week is the week to do it.
Wow.
Do it.
Are you
Do
gonna be
it.
safe? Where are you?
I'm in Florida, Merritt Island.
Oh my god.
Be
I've
safe.
heard of that.
Let
Yeah.
us know if you
So,
need anything in the meantime.
So Dylan was like patching up the house all day, so I'm not
Wow.
worried. It's fine.
Wow.
We were trying to start the generator, but the generator's not working, so we can't get another generator because it costs $800.
Wow.
Ah.
So,
Ah.
Please send us messages that you're safe.
Yeah.
okay.
Update us constantly. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
All right.
It's supposed to start at like 3 a.m.
This 3 a.m.
tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. All right.
We'll see. They keep changing the time, so we'll see.
Mm.
All right. Let's see. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel where all this stuff is posted. You can watch. I've been checking the analytics, and people are watching Dungeon Academy Episode 1 every day. So
Whoa!
thank you to anybody in the
What the
future
heck?
who is
You guys are
watching this
great.
like a year from now and is all caught up with us. Thank you very much for
I
watching all the way
sincerely
through.
hope that you keep watching because we get so much better.
I have half my chef that I was watching it.
I recently rewatched the episode where Dylan was on, and I'm like, good God.
All right, so thank you, and you know, on this channel every week. So next Saturday it'll be the same stuff. It'll be Acquisitions Inc. at 3 p.m. Eastern,
Woo!
and then Hell's Rebels at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and then Dungeon Academy on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah. And once in a while the groups kind of cross over a little bit, and I think when Descent into Avernus comes out, I might run a couple special things, so that like, because in Descent into Avernus there's these war machines that race around. So I thought, because we kind of did that already on the show a while back, and I was thinking maybe I would have like a couple of you race
could have
against
another
somebody,
race
people from
episode.
another
Oh!
group, you know. We could-
Yes! Yes!
Yeah. So thank you everybody
That
for
would be so much
watching.
fun.
We'll
Thank
see you
you.
again next time. Bye bye.